Good evening from San Ignacio Town. With the 9 o'clock news, I am Patrick Jones. Making headlines today, tertiary level teachers complete their annual Professional Development Forum. And local educator says Guatemala is using Belize as a smokescreen for its internal problems. Stay tuned for details of these and other stories coming up after these messages.
Would you like to know more about the flora and fauna of Belize? Do you enjoy gardening and need some tips? Then tune in to The Garden Show with Belize Botanic Gardens every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, only on the National Channel.
My dad never misses a football match.
Me neither.
Are you enjoying this game or what?
I'm loving every minute of it.
I can't miss this game, but I can't see it either.
Here, now you can. The game's on me.
Now, wherever there's internet, you don't have to miss a single minute of TV. And the best part of MyTV is it costs as little as $10 monthly for Central TV and Internet's customers. With 25 channels at your fingertips, you'll always be tuned in. MyTV is available only at Central TV and Internet. Log on and discover a new world of mobile TV.
Here now is the news in details. Over 300 teachers and support staff from tertiary level institutions around the country today wrapped up their annual Professional Development Forum. The event was hosted by the Sacred Heart College Junior College. Today, the Vice Chair of ATLIB, the Association of Tertiary Level Institutions, Dr. Karen Martinez, told the TNC News that it was a fruitful 2 days of deliberations.
Deliver quality tertiary level education with collaboration from stakeholders. Okay, based on what we see, first of all, we had over 250 educators here yesterday, and they were able to go into different sessions, and I'll ask Ms. Young to indicate some of the topics that we discussed. So we are hoping that now, going back to their individual institution and community, they should be able to deliver quality education to their students and also be able to make, like we have course outline session, we have science methods, we have math methods. They will be able to also design their courses with quality.
Would it be more beneficial for this professional development training to take place not necessarily during the school year, but maybe during the break period?
Okay, we have been thinking about that at the ATLIB level because May, first of all, is a very, very busy month. Some of the people who were here yesterday couldn't be here today for the simple reason that this is the time we are preparing for graduation. So yes, we are already thinking about that, and we will table it at our next ATLIB meeting.
Looking forward, where do the teachers get together for their next forum?
Well, that again we need to table because the system we have in place is to table it, and interested dean will take it back to their school and then come with an answer to us. So I can't really say where we'll have it next, but we know definitely one of us will take it up.
And you all had fun here in San Ignacio?
We definitely had fun in San Ignacio despite the heat, but the host school was very nice to us. More than enough food, enough nice environment, so enough love.
The topics that were covered during the forum were varied but crucial to the changing face of tertiary level education in Belize, as explained by the Dean of the Independence Junior College, Marie Scott Young.
We're happy to say that we discussed areas of technology in the classroom, area of counseling at-risk students. We looked at developing course outline that would better enable our lecturers to be equipped in the classroom. SPSS statistics tool for assisting in research and how the teachers can assist the students in better analyzing their research papers and impart even for themselves in doing research. We also had an area of platform and design of outlines, course outlines. Because some of our schools are looking at having courses online and how best we can meet our students and having the best skilled and delivery of online courses. We also having a session with transition from pedagogy to andragogy. We are addressing adult learners in the tertiary institution. So it's high that we are equipped in dealing with adult learners, and we want to transition them from the secondary base where they're having the pedagogy based training to ensuring that we develop adults who are lifelong learners. We also have the session method sessions, which is science method and math methods for those instructors within those areas, and as well strategies and techniques in teaching English as a second language. You know, our language in our country, we are speakers of Creole, all right? We have Spanish speakers as well. So in the professional accepted language for our country is English. So how can we bridge the gap? So that was some of the sessions we had, how we bridge the gap to make sure our students are better able to write and speak English. We also had session of grant proposal writing and ensuring as well that we assisted the support staff, strengthening their skills in interpersonal relationship, where they're the front line of our institutions, and as well giving them training in human resource management. So I believe that our session was well-rounded to assist our support staff, lecturers, and administration in learning the forefront of where education wants to go. So.
What was the response of the educators during these sessions?
All right, I'm all happy to say that all the sessions I've been in to do a spot check, they were all happy for the interaction. I see lecturers expressing and learning a lot from the session. So what I gathered from the different sessions is that it's something that they will continue. It builds networking and it's building their capacity. So we are all happy at AdLib for this experience.
And the experience of being here in San Ignacio for these 2 days?
All right. Coming back to San Ignacio is always a joy. I used to work in this area, and it's a love for San Ignacio. So thank you all very much for hosting us in San Ignacio. So that's a big thanks.
As for the host institution, the Dean of Sacred Heart College, Junior College, Fermin Magania, told TNC News that the Professional Development Forum was well put together.
It was one of the most excellent experiences we've ever had. It was an opportunity for our faculty and staff to show their talent, and especially those students and the faculty members that work in the tourism department. And it was also important for their development as we could say the event planning part.
Now, if you had this to do all over again, would you?
Of course, yes, we would do it. It's a benefit for our country, and we believe that we need to do our part for the development of our country.
As far as the topics that were on the agenda go, do you think that it was enough, or there needed to be more?
This is continuing. The development of our faculty and of our staff needs to continue, and at every year there are new topics that will come out that need to be touched.
As far as the networking goes, they were able to make that crucial contact, and are you hoping that this will continue after the session closes today?
Well, one of the ideas of some of the sessions, like for example in science, was to get the science teachers all together in the same place. So that provides for that networking, and I believe that that was excellent for them. So there are areas that some of them might have difficulties that now they have found from their friends and their colleagues how to best deal with those.
Now, aside from being the host, you're also a participant. What did you or your faculty, your teachers, what are you walking away with from this conference?
I believe with the organizing committee that was here locally at Sacred Heart, they have learned a lot about organizing events. It doesn't pan out to be what it's seen from outside. It's more than what is seen from outside. So they walked out with something very important. Now for our lecturers, I've heard good comments about the sessions, and they're happy because they got to link, as we had spoken before, with their partners, and they learned ways how to best bring across the information to the students.
This year's ATLIB Professional Development Forum was held under the theme, Designing and Delivering Quality Tertiary Education in Collaboration with our stakeholders. The Commonwealth Ministerial Committee on Belize has expressed its continued firm support for the territorial integrity and sovereignty of Belize. The committee, which is chaired by the Foreign Affairs Minister of Barbados, Senator Maxine McLean, met on Monday and received an update on recent events in the adjacency zone between Belize and Guatemala. A release issued at the end of the meeting says that the group encouraged all concerned to work towards a peaceful and final resolution of the long-standing disagreements over the border between Belize and Guatemala. Towards this end, the committee encouraged further dialogue between Belize and Guatemala and urged adherence to the terms of agreements reached in both 2005 and in 2008. The committee also called on the international community, like the OAS, to support these measures and similar ones fully as a matter of urgency. The Commonwealth Ministerial Committee on Belize includes Barbados, Canada, Guyana, India, Jamaica, Malaysia, Nigeria, and Tunisia, that should be Tanzania, as well as Belize and the United Kingdom as observers. This is the news on TNC 10. Coming up after the break, a local educator says Guatemala is only using Belize as a smokescreen for its own internal problems. That story and more when the 9 o'clock news broadcast continues.
Deals only happen once a year or only on special occasions. Walk into any one of our central TV and internet offices to get free installation, free modems, and free MyTV subscriptions. Visit us whether you're in Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio, or Benque, or give us a call toll-free at 0800 Cable TV. Central TV and Internet. Bundle and save.
Bundle and save. Central TV and Internet.
Welcome back to the 9 o'clock news. Infrastructure work continues on a stretch of the Bullet Tree Road in San Ignacio town. TNC News visited the area this afternoon where we saw heavy equipment working on the road surface. We understand that the Ministry of Works is conducting the road works, which includes digging up and laying down the road foundation and preparing it for paving later on. The road works have been going on for about a month now and should be completed in the next couple of weeks. We'll keep following the progress of this road upgrade. Belizean educator Fermin Magana today weighed in on the ongoing discussion over Guatemala's aggressive behavior towards Belize. TNC News spoke with Magana in the sidelines of the just completed ATLIB Professional Development Conference, and the veteran educator was candid about his take on the belligerent behavior of Guatemala.
We're not becoming political. I have a big love for my country. I studied in Guatemala when I was a student, and I'll tell you, I understand the situation. The Guatemalans are using the situation Belize as a smoke screen. And that is sad because it's coming to a point where I believe there could be a real important confrontation that could lead to trouble between our two countries. Let me tell you that amongst the people between Belize and Guatemala, there is basically no trouble. The trouble is amongst people that are needy in Guatemala. There's an 80% that is owned by about 5% in that country. So that is an issue. And until they solve that over there, people looking for land where to cultivate and to have their livelihood being done for every day will be an issue. Now, me as a Belizean, I hear something and I get angry, I get emotional, and I want to do something. But we must be smart people. We must be conscious that we need to show the world that we are not the troublemakers. We are the people that are seeking to do things the right way, using the diplomatic methods, the diplomatic means. So that is my position on it. Of course, all of us get emotional, but we need to think really well before we act.
As an educator, how do you get the rest of the country to appreciate that we need to think smart where this Belize-Guatemala issue is concerned?
Well, one of the things that we did over here was that we got to contact the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and to contact Assad Schuman to come and speak to our students. So we had about a month before this whole thing started getting really nasty. The presence of Assad Schuman, the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Foreign Affairs could not make it. And students are more conscious, I believe, here. But I believe also as AdLib, Galen University is looking to have an activity sometime this month that will further increase the interest and the information that students have to make a better informed decision whenever we have to go to the ICJ or if we would seek another path for the solution of these problems.
Earlier this week, the Minister of Education, Patrick Faber, announced that his ministry will spearhead the public distribution of the 1859 Anglo-Guatemalan Treaty, which established the borders of Belize. Tertiary level educators have returned to their respective districts, having concluded their annual professional development conference in San Ignacio. One of the issues that was ventilated during the course of the two-day event is how to handle adult education. Dr. Karen Martinez explains.
Okay, the main challenge at the tertiary level for us as educators is that we have students from various background, diverse background. We have students who are parents, we have students who are part-time workers, they have different needs. And we need to also be able to, as providers of education, to provide for their need. And it requires knowledge of the adult learner. So it is a bit different from pedagogy, where you deal with children and the traditional way of teaching is you know how to deal with children, sit down, get up, etc. But with the adult learner, you have to cater for their individual need. For example, somebody who's working, who has a bus, who has to go to, like, let's say, Orange Walk and come into school in San Ignacio, you as a teacher need to show understanding. So that is part of andragogy, understanding and being able to teach the adult learner. So you need to be able to say, well, since you have to do that, well, this is another way how we can get the work done. So we have emails, we have the online, etc. So andragogy is being able to teach that person who requires a packet by him or herself.
What does distance learning, or how does that affect the work of the tertiary level educator?
Okay, there is actually the pros and the cons. It is good because you reach more people and you cater to their individual needs. But the part that is challenging to us is that it's a different way of teaching. You are not face to face, so there are some emotions maybe that you might not be able to pick up on. So you have to plan more, be more strategic. So the challenge, which is part of why we are here to do that part of the online, is for us to prepare ourselves for that difference.
We have seen in other countries where educators are at the forefront having debates and lectures on issues of national importance. Right now, the biggest thing confronting Belize is the Belize-Guatemala issue. Where do you all as teachers stand on that?
Well, that is something that ATLIB is also working on. If you can recall the Social Security debate the other day, so we have started to take that interest in national issues, and we do that, I would say, individually among our different junior colleges, but together, this one with Social Security was the first one, and then we are hoping, based on the success of this one, to continue it, even if it ATLIB needs to take that over.
Because you do realize when teachers speak, the nation listens.
Well, yes, they do, but they need to listen more.
There are 13 junior colleges that are a part of the Association of Tertiary Level Institutions of Belize. You're watching the news on TNC 10. Coming up, we'll take a look at the weather. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Rain. I'd like to tell you about the biggest thing to hit the local real estate market, the Belize Real Estate Show. Whether you are a real estate agent or property owner looking to rent or sell your property, the Belize Real Estate Show can help. We offer high-quality production with stunning slideshows, voiceovers, cinematic videos, and even an extended walkthrough hosted by yours truly. Call the number on your screen and allow all our viewers to dream of renting or owning your property.
Are you always on the go? Tired of missing your favorite games while they're actually being played? Watch your games and sporting events live with Central TV and Internet's incredible MyTV. Simply log on to www.mitv.bz to get easy access to 25 channels, no matter where you are. With Central TV and Internet's MyTV, you're always in the game.
Fair weather conditions continue to prevail over our area heading into the long holiday weekend. Here is a look at the forecast for Friday. that's a look at the weather with information provided by forecaster Francisca Wellington at the Belize Weather Bureau. And those are the stories we have for you today on the 9 o'clock news. To summarize this broadcast, here are the headlines again. Tertiary level teachers complete their annual professional development forum. And the local educator says Guatemala is using Belize as a smokescreen for its internal problems. With the headlines, we end this edition of the 9 o'clock news. Thank you for joining us. I am Patrick Jones. Have a good evening and a good night.